morning, Muscatine. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors, Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, and Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Riddle Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, Bayer of Muscatine, and Muscatine Walk to End All Night. Game is this evening going against Clinton, starting at 7:30. If you can't make it in person, be sure to watch here on Discover Muscatine. You can also watch on community Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitter, NPW Channel 3, also Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. There are 2 games this Friday, so girls at 6 o'clock and then the boys at 7:30. So again, we really want more people to show up to this one in person because this Friday is also the cake auction. So any businesses or individuals that would like to still donate a cake, you still have plenty of time. You just have to drop off the cake anywhere from 12 to 4 on Friday. Luckily there's no school, so you don't have to worry about parking. There is a form for you to fill out. You can go and contact the Muskie Booster Club for that Google form. Just gonna ask you some questions about your cake. Of course, what your theme is, your business or individual, or maybe it is for an academic or sports related within the Muscatine High School. But more cakes, the better, of course. So if you can't donate a cake, still show up because there's chances to do the silent bidding and the live auction that will take place for some of the big extravagant cakes. We've seen them before. Obviously, we want more the merrier, especially in the donations. All of this goes into the Muskie Booster Clubs to help out with academics, clubs, performing arts, and our sports. So be sure to show up this Friday, the 27th. 6 o'clock is the girls' game, 7:30 is the boys. So more the merrier on this. This is also your last week to do any nominations for the Live United Awards for the United Way of Muscatine. So if you know someone or a business that has been doing volunteering or also has been doing some highlighting over the community for donations, you can head over to United Way of Facebook or also to their website to put these nominations in. This is for small business, medium, and large, also for individuals for volunteering and donations. More information that's happening this Saturday, the 28th, is the Manta Ray swim team. They're hosting their 2nd annual euchre tournament. This is a fundraiser opportunity. It's $25 per person or $50 for 2. The doors open at 5 p.m. Then the game starts at 6. Registration fee, this also includes like the game and also dinner. You can bring your own beer or wine. You must be 21 years of age to attend. So be sure to come out and support our Manta Rays and have some fun playing euchre, and all proceeds will go to the Manta Rays swim team. And also, while you're grabbing your groceries today at the 2nd Avenue Hy-Vee, stop over by Starbucks Coffee. They are doing a terrific Tuesday sale for a toffee nut latte for $4. This can be hot or cold, so be sure to get your coffee as you are getting your groceries going. A lot of information. I will keep reminding you throughout the week, but we're looking forward to this Friday for our cake auction for the Muskies. But today we are going to be talking to Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine about some highlights for 2022 and then how students can look forward to 2023. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So in case someone doesn't know who you are, introduce yourself and tell us what you do at Community Foundations.
I'm Niki and I'm the programs manager, so that has a lot to do with the scholarships.
And I am Lynsey and the Director of Marketing, and I do our marketing and help with events.
Good. I like that. Good combo. So as we recap into 2022, how did scholarships go for students during that time?
Yeah, scholarships in 2022 last year.
Yeah.
Were great. Yeah, we gave, similarly over $900,000 in scholarships to local students, similar to this year. So Niki has joined our team this year. She has a school background, so we were so excited to have her on our team this year, just having that knowledge to be able to really assist the students and really grow the scholarship program even further.
900,000. That is incredible. And has this number just continuously grown throughout the years, have you noticed?
Yeah, typically we get at least a couple new scholarships each year. Our community is so generous. There's individuals and organizations and businesses and service organizations, all that choose to give back to their community through scholarship funds for graduating seniors and students attending Muscatine Community College as well.
Wow, that's awesome. What a great time to start that off. And now as we look forward to 2023, how many local scholarships can students apply for going into this year?
So our portal is open right now for Muscatine, Wilton, Wapello, West Liberty, L&M, Columbus through March 10th. And there are various numbers of scholarships depending on the school. MHS has 90 listed on our site. Wilton has 11, L&M 9, Wapello 5, Columbus 3, and West Liberty 5 right now.
And that will that continue growing over time, or is this what we have through March?
This is through March,
Okay.
the ones that are on our site.
Perfect. And let's talk a little bit about your site. How do you, say I'm a new student and I want to start looking into this, how can I go onto your site and look up this information?
Great question. So just going to our site, they can either Google Giving Greater or Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine. And then when you get in there, Lynsey has made some really cool pages. So you just have to click on scholarship and it will take you right to the scholarship page. When you get in there, each school has an individual little tab, and when they click on their school, it will take them directly to the scholarship opportunities that that they can apply for.
So very simple, easy to navigate through, especially for maybe someone that's a first timer of not knowing how to go through this process. And if students need assisting, who can they contact in regards to the applications?
Each of the schools, the guidance counselor team, the student services team has different days and nights set up and information available at the schools for the FAFSA and the different scholarships that those students would be eligible for. But if they're having trouble with the portal, they want to create a user, they forgot their password, anything like that, they can call the office at 563-264-3863. I have to think about dialing it. Or they can message programs manager at givinggreater.org, and that leads to me, and then I'll call them back or walk them through where to go, how to get in, how to navigate wherever their issue is and get it solved for them.
When they create their account through your portal, is there certain things that they have to provide to kind of proof that, hey, I do go here kind of thing?
Can you say that one more time?
Do they have to, when they do a sign up like enrollment on your website, is there certain requirements that they need to provide to create an account?
So when they go to the create a user, they'll need to have an email, and we always say do not use your school email because it needs to be something that they can access for all time, especially if they get a renewable award. They're going to be logging in repeatedly every semester to update their transcripts and their new schedule. And so in order to access that, they're going to need somewhere that we can get them. Sometimes those school addresses, once you graduate, they purge those away, and then we have no way to reach them, to remind them. So they'll need an email address, phone number, an adult's email address and phone number as a backup.
Okay.
And
that's always a good thing to know, because a lot of the times people either use like their work email or their school email, and then when they're done, sometimes they forget to switch those things. So very good, important information there. And when it comes to the applications themselves, are there certain requirements that have to be done for the applications?
I think there are so many opportunities, and it's really a cool thing, because before they had so many different criteria for this scholarship that the donors create when they create the scholarship. And so when they get into the portal and it starts branching out into maybe you're a business major, maybe you're a nurse, and then it will narrow down specifically what they need.
Okay. So, and that's just based off of whatever scholarship they are applying for, so they can differ.
Yep, so there's one application, it's one long application will ask for school activity and teacher references and work experience. So there's some essays, one long application, which is like Niki was talking about. Based on their answers, that's how they're eligible for different scholarship opportunities based on the criteria that donors established with the scholarship funds.
And when it comes to high school references, do you have some advice on maybe like who would you pick, or your top ones that you would recommend when it comes to references such as?
I think our biggest thing that we recommend when it comes to the teacher references is to ask your teacher for the reference. Through the portal, they submit it all virtually. They'll put in their teacher's email address and it will send the teacher a request to submit the reference. But we always recommend for the students to contact them first and ask for the reference and talk with the teacher before they just send them the email request.
Don't have a teacher all of a sudden check their emails and be like, surprise!
Exactly.
Can you do this for me?
Yeah.
I think that's always those are just some things that people just don't end up thinking about all
Exactly.
the time. That just good, easy reminders for them.
Yep, and also to request the references early. Don't wait until the last day the scholarships are open to request your teacher references, so the teachers have time to log in and get that completed before the application closes.
Okay, so definitely be time management, and then just always ask first. Those are easy
Exactly.
ones.
Yep.
Is there any in-person opportunities that the students can go to, especially for more information on how to go through this process?
Each school has, if they contact their guidance counselor or in the office, they can stop by and find out information from those folks and most of them are posted, the TVs with the rolling information, their school email, I'm sure they're, getting messages, hey, come to this, the parent square, things like that. I know that many of the guidance counselors are setting up days to help over lunch, to help during their free periods. And MCC on February 1st, let me make sure I tell you the right time here. On February 1st from 5 to 6, MCC is going to offer a scholarship information night in Loper Hall, room 111. So staff will be available there to assist with the application process for MCC scholarships.
Okay, so that's great portal for MCC, and then high school, of course, just always ask guidance counselors, have your in-school, more the merrier on understanding how to go through that process. And currently for 2022-2023 season, how much money is currently being available for scholarship opportunities?
Again, it's over $900,000 that will be available through our application portal for MCC scholarships and high school graduating seniors.
Okay, so we're talking, so last year there was 900,000, and then this year is even 900,000.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
A little over, over 900,000.
And can maybe someone that's watching, could they create something that they could donate to as well as an opportunity?
Sure. So again, at the Giving Greater site, there's the different little tabs, and you can go to Giving and you can search the funds. So maybe you had a favorite teacher like Kathy Brooker-Decker or Jeanette Phillips who have scholarships that have been created in their honor, and you don't have enough money to start your own endowment, but you maybe like the criteria of one of the other scholarships that's already created, and you can just go in there and read through and pick and choose where you might want to put $20, $100, an amount of your choice.
So people can actually take time and not only just add into it, but just say, hey, I want to push this one, I want to help this, I want to donate. This could be an individual, a business could add on to it. And this is just a great opportunity to keep that 900,000 growing throughout the year. And when it comes to, how do I want to offer this or say this correctly? So scholarship opportunities, personally, just how do you feel about this? Like when you see this growing and when you see donations happening and you see students getting involved, how does it, when you check your emails, how does it make you feel every time you see this happening?
Well, for me, I was a teacher for several years, and so watching all of these donors come together and create this huge amount of opportunity for students in this area to continue their education, to grow, and to hopefully, stay in the area and work here when they're done is a lot of fun for me because, I know I'm going to continue to see those students through time.
Yeah.
And it's just, for a lot of the kids that we have in our area, they couldn't do it without the help of these scholarships. And so it's just really phenomenal the amount of money that these donors pool together to make this happen.
And it's pretty incredible. We have scholarships ranging from $500 one-time dollar scholarships up to $20,000, 4-year renewable awards, which is pretty incredible and will really make a big impact for those students.
Those renewable awards, can you talk a little bit about what those are exactly?
Yeah, so a renewable award is basically, so like I just said, the $20,000 renewable award. So the student would get $5,000 each year,
Okay.
and they would have to, usually this is established by the donor, meet some criteria. They have to meet a certain GPA and be a full-time student to get the next installment the next year.
Okay.
So it's just broken up.
Broken
throughout.
up down. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. And then can this also, for any of these scholarships that are currently going, can it be for full-time and part-time?
Yes. So that was one thing at MCC on their scholarships now. You can log in and you can, when you're filling out the application, it can be for part-time or full-time. And I don't think that we mentioned that we talked about our scholarship portal, but their scholarship portal has $400,000 to give away this next time around for MCC.
Wow, that's awesome there. So
They're on the same portal. They're just two different. MCC has an application and the high school has an application, all through the Community Foundation's scholarship application portal.
Got it. And for MCC, are these scholarships broken based off of by degree or what they're going for studies?
Yes. So it's the same as the other big scholarship where it branches, and as you answer, it lets you know what you would be eligible to apply for.
Very clean, easy to navigate.
And I will note, I mean, there's scholarships available for all sorts of majors, and we've seen a lot of, recently, some vocational, technical, and trade scholarships available. So no matter what the student's majoring, there's probably a scholarship for them. So we encourage everyone to apply.
Oh, I love that. And I would say MCC always has new developments growing. They're always having something added into their programs, which is always nice. So let's just throw an example out here. So say that a business wants to create a scholarship. How do they go through that? Is that through that donation portion of the website then?
They would contact Jamie Leza at jleza@givinggreater.org, or they could call, email, just call anybody at our office, and we'd get them to her to establish that.
Okay, and that's probably something that has happened in the past, that people just want to start creating more opportunities for students in education.
Yeah, we also have a new scholarship, Nikki. I don't know if you want to tease that, available. That will be for teachers this year. It's new. It was just established.
Did you say for teachers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the Marvin and Darlene Koopman Scholarship
Okay.
has been established for teachers who are going back to get their master's, with a preference given to teachers who are pursuing education in special ed.
Wow, that's awesome. I would say there's so many times that I've heard people, going back for their master's, and it's not an easy ride to go through, and scholarships are sometimes a little bit more difficult as time goes on. It's harder to get those. So that is a great opportunity. Now, I have to ask you, so you were a teacher, and when students came up to you and asked you for references, now here you are providing the opportunities for scholarships. Have you seen kind of that role of maybe students, like past students, coming up to you and saying, I appreciate you, I thank you, and being able to see them down the road going through college and graduating? How does that kind of, you got a full 180 to tie into this.
So, and it's funny you asked that, because Lynsey and I were just talking yesterday about, so I had a student that I had in 2nd grade, and then down the road I had him in college, and then he contacted me through Facebook just the other day over Christmas break and was like catching up. So it's really fun to watch them grow into adults and progress into their careers.
Good to see him in 2nd grade, and you taught him in college? Yeah. What were you teaching in college?
I taught the Strategies for Academic Success class, some of the business classes at MCC.
Wow, that is a full circle. That is so neat though. And now here you are providing opportunities for more students and being a part of this. And you said this is now almost a year being here?
I started in June.
Okay, so almost there. And how does that kind of full circle, I mean, do you miss teaching, or do you like obviously you love what you do now, but do you miss teaching?
Well, I still get to see kids a lot.
Oh, good.
We have some some activities on the horizon that we'll be doing with students, and I get to talk to them all the time through, working on the portal and the questions that they have. So, yeah.
So you're still teaching. Technically, you were still teaching. I love it. And I would say the new place looks amazing. I loved being at that open house event. A bunch of people were there. It looked like a great time. And I can't wait to see the new developments that continuously are going to happen there. Especially that upstairs area looks great.
A lot of potential.
Maybe a little woodwork on the flooring.
The floor's been fixed.
Oh, yay!
Yep.
Okay, now I have to come check it out, because I tripped over it. I wasn't even paying attention, and I walked back and tripped over it, and I was like, well, that's great. But at least no one was really watching. When it comes to the scholarships for upcoming, when is the deadline for this one?
So the area high school's deadline is noon on March 10th, but MCC's deadline is March 1st.
Okay, so MCC has a little bit more of a time crunch, even though it's not February yet, so they still have time. But obviously we don't want to be waiting till the last minute. And then the 9th at noon. I like the exact time, 12 o'clock. I like that. Just cutoff date, 12 o'clock. Any additional information that you want to definitely address that is kind of the highlights of this portion?
Just, thanking our donors that helped put this together, all of the guidance counselors that, are such a help, and especially like Carrie Hawkins. A couple times this week she's reached out and, hey, this is on the site, or can you add this, can you do that? And just watching them work with the students to get all the scholarships in, for me personally, is really exciting, just from the teacher end of it, watching everybody work with the students to make this next journey in their life a special time.
Could there be any add-on scholarships during these next 6 weeks, or is this kind of just set what we have currently?
We are open. If anyone has a scholarship to give, we will certainly have a conversation and help direct them in the best way, whether it's through us or working with the school, to be able to support the students.
Good. I like that. Always open for more. I don't think we could say no to a scholarship
Exactly.
opportunity, so more the merrier. So $900,000 potentially for high school, $400,000 for MCC, and this is for the Muscatine County School District, correct?
In Louisa County.
In Louisa County,
Yep.
yes. Perfect. I love that. There's so many. The website's so easy to go through too. I was on it last night. I was able to navigate and pretend I was a student, and very easy, simple.
We try to make it easy for the students, streamline the process.
Yeah, it was very easy to navigate through a lot of opportunities, and you all do a wonderful job just sharing, not only just for Community Foundation, but also you share so much about what's going on with other organizations. There's always something on your website that is, in Facebook too, is very easy, that, staying up to date on opportunities and communication. So thank you for always providing that information. It's very easy. Any last minute things that you want to say before we wrap up the show today?
I would just say, if there's any students watching, don't be afraid of the essay section. I've always heard, but I'll have to write an essay. It's really not a big, huge essay. They're going to be simple, and you can go to, the tutoring center at your school for help, have somebody read it over, ask a teacher to read it over, and they're going to be happy to help you.
And maybe if you are asking for a reference, let them know ahead of time. Always be prepared. I was never an essay writing person either. I went to my English teacher and she helped me. So don't be afraid to ask your teachers. That's what they're there for. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on, sharing all this amazing information, great opportunities for students in high school and college, and looking forward to making sure we are staying up to date and reminding them they still have plenty of time. It's not February yet, or March. Let's keep January right now. I don't need time rushing. Perfect. Muscatine, so you have plenty of opportunities. Remember, talk to your guidance counselors, talk to your teachers, if you really want to focus on creating success throughout the years, high school and college, more the merrier. Remember, there is a game tonight, 7:30. If you can't make it in person, watch it here on Discover Muscatine, YouTube, Channel 3. You name it, we'll have it. And this Friday, look forward to the cake auction, and you still have time to donate a cake, individual or business. The more the merrier, to help out our Muskie boosters. Until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we're here to serve.
When you buy a vehicle at a multi-brand dealership and it isn't locally owned, it can be difficult to get information that you need.
That's why all of our trained salespeople are focused on one thing: getting you the best deal possible on a new or used Toyota.
And when you pick your favorite, we will help you with financing and maintenance.
We love helping our neighbors.
Come to Toyota Muscatine today.
When you buy a vehicle for Toyota Muscatine, keeping your vehicle safely on the road is our highest priority.
We offer scheduled maintenance and extended service hours for those unexpected repairs.
Our service department's mechanics are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care.
Feel free to ask any of our friendly staff if you have any questions.
Come on down to Toyota Muscatine today.
Okay guys, we've been through a lot together. We all know sometimes it gets hard, but it's okay to not feel okay. You know what helps? A good book or going for a walk. Not now, Fred. But what really helps is to talk to someone. Because to take care of each other, you gotta take care of you. If you need to talk to someone, your doctor will listen. Unity Point Health. Know how much you matter to them.